everyone, it's a lovely Sunday and I finished socks a while back, but I didn't have a time to clean up a little bit, sit down over here and tell you about the socks and the new pattern. First things first, I'm going to show you socks. I'm going to tell you how they are constructed and who I was knitting these socks for. I hope I'm saying right. And everything will be on the screen in regards and the patterns, informations, or slightly details. Therefore, let's start the socks. I call them Just Love socks, and I knitted them for Lynne, who was the winner for December 2022, a giveaway run on this channel under the join button. More about that, if you're interested, just check it out down below. First things first about that. So if you want to know more about that, I will just get you down to the description and the video, and there is a video, what's that about, to become a member of Knitting Out Loud channel. Therefore, they're done and I'm going to send them as soon as I can. Socks. As you can see, unusually for me, I created a lace pattern and there are knitted with one skein yarn, although I have some leftovers. They are knitted top down with afterthought heel, and we have over here in the front and a bit on the back and a lace construction. I know I made a boo-boo at some stage, but I just left it. Lynne, I hope you're okay with that. They're handmade. But I don't know where. Anyway, in the pattern I will be suggesting to get the gauge 32 stitches. I presume normally I get that with 40 rounds. I use slightly different yarn over here. There's a different yardage, so I would not write down this one because it's very hard probably to get, and if you get a gauge and you know you have the yarn similar to that, you can definitely knit or pick the closer size. I want to get 4 sizes over that for 48, 56, 64 and 72 stitches to knit socks from the toe using magic loop, and then whichever you want, 9-inch circle knitting needles, or continue with magic loop until you reach to the length you want for the heel. What I do, you can put any heel you want, but in the pattern I normally just tell you to mark and then continue knitting. And normally with this pattern I will ask you to do one more repeat, that there is a plain on the back, because we have a sole, I think I'm saying right. Over here we do have a chart. Although I don't have a fancy computer, I don't have a fancy program to write charts, therefore I just wrote down that over here we do left twist and right twist, and normally it is like double things here and there, and I don't have how to write down, so just saying. Anyway, so if you're the member of this channel, you will have a 10% off, I think it's 10% off for the annually for all my patterns. And if you're level 2 member, you will have annually a coupon code to any of my patterns to get them 15% off. And then once you do that, when you decide what you want to do over here, we're switching and we are placing the heel. And the way I like to put the heel is afterthought heel, the way when you cut the yarn, although the afterthought heel that you would want to knit sometimes tells you to put waste yarn over here or a cable or anything like that. You create the hole already and you're knitting it through. I don't like that because, well, we're not with the lace, because you kind of need to know where to put the heel, but with any other socks that I knit plain vanilla, I like to kind of keep it till the end to decide what I actually want to do, what I actually want to, where I actually want to place the heel. And sometimes actually handy, especially with this yarn, because what I did, I told Lynne that I'm going to knit it, I'm going to wash it and block it. Basically, you know, water, soak it for 20 minutes, rinse it, squeeze it in the towel, and then put it dry. I like to just put it dry like that. I didn't have a heel because I wanted to know, will the yarn stretch, because I've never knitted with this yarn. I'm going to show you what kind of yarn I used, although I would recommend you like Drops Flora, although I would recommend you Drops Fable or Knit Picks yarn that is like commercial, unless you know any In the Dyes yarns that you know how they're block and knit up, you definitely can go for it. But if you don't know the yarn, I would recommend you to do what I did. So basically before putting the heel, just to do those things, because the yarn sometimes have a tendency to stretch or to shrink. And I think this one a little bit shrank. I thought I was going 64 stitches, but actually this yarn is 56, so this is size 2 in the pattern, and it kinda, I think it got kind of small, I would say. However, I'm able, Lynne, to put it on my sock blockers, which are a medium size, so I presume they will fit you right. Although they look tiny. I don't know. And also I have loads of leftovers. So this yarn, it looks that I have loads of leftovers because we have over here 115 grams. Normally the yarn does not come like that. Normally it comes either 50 grams or 100 grams. So this is quite unusual. We have over here the brand that's called Poppy Yarn and Fiber. I received this yarn as a gift, so thank you so much from my lovely friend who gifted it to me so I can knit. And lovely, I have friends that they do not mind me to knit for other people. Anyway, so this is a bow sock, 3-ply, 425 yards, 115 grams, 80% support merino, 20% nylon. So it's quite nice and soft one. That's why I also wanted to wash it to make sure that everything is fine with it, because 80-20 is different than 75-25, the ratio in regards superwash. Wool or merino, and I use merino, so it's also softer than wool if you have any information on the label like that. So that's why I wanted to make sure. So therefore I did a conversion and see what's actually in 100 grams. So we have 369 yards, 337 meters. Normally my fingering would be like 366, I think, the lowest for me in the kind of gaps. No, the border for the sport weight yarn or DK weight yarn. So that was kind of a question, what I'm going to get, and I did not expect this actually. But anyway, I hope it will fit Lynne, and I'm really happy with this lace design. So if I had time, I would knit it with different yarn, maybe some unicolor, so you could see it better. But it's beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see it here. So it slightly will stretch on the leg, and hopefully it will just opens up those yarn overs over here. I hope you enjoy. Congratulations to Lynne. It was a pleasure to knit and design this pattern for you, and hopefully for other people who want to knit it. I hope I haven't forgot about anything. I think that's that. Don't forget to tag me if you're on Instagram what you're knitting, and to the next one. Bye.